It's time for Talking Tuesday, coming live from Migs here on your SALUDANow. Talking Tuesday is sponsored by Allen Harmon Trucking, Amick Farms, Angie Fulmerita, Coroner, Saluda County, Bailey & Son Music Company, Berry Insurance Agency, Bobby K. Roof Builders, Brown's Auto Detail, Cal Forest House District 39, Carolina Health Centers, Carolina Concrete, CB Forest & Son, CIA Towing, CM Tree Service, Combs Meats, Cromer Trucking, Crouch Hardware and Farm Supply, Dr. Ralph N. Riley, M.D., Economy Furniture, Edwards Heating and Cooling, Farm Bureau of Saluda, H&R Block, JRA Exterminating, Kelly White State Farm Insurance, Lake Murray Properties, Love's Handyman Service, Saluda Livestock Market, Mason Haney Plumbing, Minnick Saluda Body Shop, Migs of Saluda, Molly Mitchell Spearman and Family, Moore Bradley and Meyer, Motor Coach Paint and Body Car Sales, Neighbors United Federal Credit Union, Newberry Hospital, Patchwork Farm, Persimmon Hill Country Club, Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing, Punks BB and Jam, Ralph Sheely Kennedy Law Office, the Ramey Funeral Home, Saluda Law, Saluda Nursing and Rehab Center, Saluda Stockyard, Saluda County Water and Sewer Authority, Senator Billy Garrett, South State Bank, Sylvan Farms, the Charlie Foundation, the Jane Autry Insurance Company, the Law Office of Nancy T. Jordan, the South Carolina Education Lottery, the Town of Saluda, Timeless Roofing, Viva Broadband, Whizzes of Batesburg Leafield, World Finance, and Westview Behavioral Health. Thank you for joining us for another Talking Tuesday live here from Migs on your SALUDANow. And we want to welcome you to another Talking Tuesday coming live from Migs here on your SALUDANow. We appreciate you joining us here on the broadcast today. And of course, we are always thankful for Migs opening their door, allowing us to come out every Tuesday. And we appreciate them, and they have done so much for us as a sponsor. And we're also appreciative of our new sponsor. Just a brand new one came through actually yesterday, and I want to give him a plug right now because I've known him quite a while. And so let me give him a plug right here if I can get it to transition. And it is Lamont Williams. I'm telling you, he will do you a fine job. In fact, I had a call about him today. Lamont Williams Handyman Concepts. Call Lamont Williams. He does it all. Home improvement repair service, plumbing, electrical, painting, handyman, etc. Contact him 803-317-5330. That is Lamont Williams, or you can go to L.E. Williams on Facebook. And I just talked to him yesterday, and thank you, Lamont, for joining us as a new sponsor on SALUDANow for this 25-26 season coming up. And also, we want to tell you one other thing today. We want to congratulate our Saluda soccer girls. The Saluda softball girls, They beat 96 8-1 last night, and they are going to the Upper State Championship It's probably going to be played here at Saluda. I'm not sure yet 100%. 96 will face Chesney or Pillion. And I don't know who won uh, last night. So they will face the winner of that game. They will play that team, and then they will have to face Saluda will have to face the winner of 96 and Chesney Pillion, whoever that may be. And we're just so proud of our girls at Saluda High School, and we appreciate them, and we want to support them 110%. And also, we're just 11 days away from Saluda High School class of 2025 walking across Matthews Field. And I want to say something right here. You think you got a great school, you know you do. All the hard work the construction crew has done to get things ready for this graduation. I don't see how they're pulling it off. Of course, they're getting a lot of cooperation from the creator, holding off some of this rain so they can get it done. But it is looking better and better. And I don't know if you've been over there yet or not, but they've already had the visitor bleachers up. And we had Dr. Harvey Livingston on. We're going to try to have Dr. Etheridge on next week, Dr. Robert Etheridge, and see if we can get an update about what's going on. But I know he is busy as he can be getting ready for this graduation. But we're going to give it a long shot try next week. And you business owners, got some here today, here in Saluda, and community leaders, you're invited to Saluda County Businesses After Hours, sponsored by State Farm Kelly White Agency. It's going to be Thursday, May the 22nd, 5:30 to 7:30. There at her office, 304 North Jennings Street in Saluda. Come join us as we kick off the summer networking, hot dogs, karaoke, dancing. RSVP Laura at kellywhite.org or RSVP text or call 864-445-2191. And of course, we're thankful for World Finance. They sponsor every Talking Tuesday. LoansByWorld.com. You need a short-term loan, go by and see them. They would love to talk with you today. So they're right there, 115 West Utah Street, or call them 864-445-3770. And we appreciate all the good folks down there at LoansByWorld.com. But right now we have someone very special to us, and it is J.B. Pennington, or John Pennington to Saluda folks. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
And we appreciate you coming on the show today. How things been going?
It's going good.
All right, and we appreciate her coming on to be with us today here on SALUDANow. And I really am excited about introducing her because I have known her for a good while. And longer than we want to think sometimes. But she has written 2 books, and I know you're going to be inspired by this today. And let me get her biography up here. I just had it up, and I had to shut it down because of the internet connection. She is a Southern-born storyteller, spiritual guide, and sacred time traveler. All right. And with a heart steeped in Scripture and a mind that dances between theology, neuroscience, and the mystery of cosmos. Now, you'll have to explain that to us, Joan. Joan creates spaces with ancient truth meets present healing. I think that's a great way to describe it and introduce you today. And first, how's the family doing?
They're good.
That's great.
Yeah, they're all doing really well.
That's good. And how about the Israeli family? You know, I've been wanting to ask you about that because, of course, I went to Israel in 21 and want to go back. And you've been there quite a few times.
I have.
And how many times have you been to Israel, Joan? Do you remember?
Probably every year since 1996.
Wow.
And then when COVID hit, and then I took Saluda Baptist, a group of 43, I think.
In 21.
And so that was the last trip I made.
How was your people over there doing?
The kibbutzim that were involved with the massacre is one of the places I stayed a lot. So
wow.
One of the first places that was attacked, Kibbutz Alamim was the first one attacked. So it was kind of very personal to me, and to know their personal stories. It was a very tragic time.
Yes. And so how are they doing now? Have you heard from anybody over there?
It's kind of, I've talked to them, but it's hard to say how they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They're still in the midst of this new world that's going on right now.
Okay. Well, let's talk about your books here. And like I said, you can go to SALUDANow, and you can find her book on Amazon. And I see Grace Moore. You know Grace, don't you?
I think I know her.
She's watching right now.
Okay.
And she actually had this on her page, and I really liked it because she's somebody very special to you, isn't she?
She's pretty special.
She's your personal promoter.
Well, we do it for each other.
That's great. But her book, the book we want to talk about first, is The Big Bang Bethlehem. And Bethlehem.
Yes.
Made the #1 on the Amazon.
It did in one genre.
Wow.
It was in the ecumenism, which is collective religions. I wrote this book really not for Christians, Western Christianity, as much as I did for it to get in different genres of people that actually believe in the Big Bang and evolution. And so this book starts there, and it goes from the viewpoint of a lot of things I've experienced and seen, but it ends where we all want it to end, with the gospel of Jesus Christ in Bethlehem. So I made the conflict of the Big Bang in Bethlehem, and so it would get into genres of science. Like it stayed in #4 in the science for about a month now. So I'm hoping it'll get in the hands of other people. It's the gospel clothed in science in different ways.
I understand. And of course, if you do want that book, you can go to Amazon. We do have a link on SALUDANow, and we will be putting it back up again. And tell us about your other book. And this book is called Redeeming Ms. Doubtfire. That is a what is that about?
Well, if you've seen the movie with Robin Williams, Mrs. Doubtfire, I was playing on that because the new series that's on Amazon, The House of David. I don't know if anyone's watched it.
I'm not familiar with it.
Well, it's very graphic. And so in my studies of the Bible and the paths that I've studied a lot of the Bible through more of the mystical Judaism and studied that realm of it a lot. And in that form, Amalek, the king that Samuel told Saul to actually destroy, and that bothers a lot of people because they put it like it's real people. But Amalek actually represents in the Hebrew doubt. And so this book starts with Adam and shows that maybe doubt was what created the first disconnect, that Eve doubted God, that he would provide what she needed. And then it goes through Cain and Abel, and that Cain probably doubted God from not measuring up, and so that led to violence. And so it'll take doubt and take it all the way through the history of Scripture, through Amalek attacking the Israelites when they came out of Egypt, when the Red Sea parted. Amalek attacked the weak and the tired, and so then that's who they battled when Moses had his hands held up by and Aaron when they were battling the Amaleks.
Right.
So then Amalek actually turns into King Agag.
Okay.
Is the one that Samuel told the first king of Israel, Saul, to kill, and he didn't. And so the kingdom was taken away from Saul. And so this book will trace that doubt all the way through Scripture, all the way through Esther, because Haman in the book of Esther was of the Amalek. He was called an Agagite. He was from the king Agag.
Okay.
So it traces all the way through Esther, and Esther showing a foreshadow of how the church is going to be in the end. And it takes all the way through the cross. So that's redeeming the doubt and turn it into the fire of God.
That's good.
That's what this book's about.
But that's wonderful. And of course, some people that is with her today, her sisters are here. They're on the screen.
There's Nina.
A picture.
And
Yeah.
And then Henry, my husband, and Joyce and Joanna and Marcia. They were from my Bible study and from my friends. So they came to support me.
And the picture I used for her intro was the waterfalls
at Engedi, where King David actually hid from Saul. And that's where he would have written, "As the deer pants for water."
Wow.
Because it's only water, as you well know, in that area. So that's where David would have been inspired to write that psalm. And
you can learn a lot more by getting her book. And she also has a Bible study. Is the public invited to that?
If they want to come.
Okay.
We meet on Thursdays. But I'm taking them through the creation, the 7 days of creation being the 7,000 years.
Right.
And so I'm taking 1,000 years at a time and teaching it through the days of creation.
That's good. And if someone wanted to get in touch with you, how could they do that?
They can private message me on Facebook. It's under Joan Blackwell Pennington on Facebook. And so they can private message me there.
And I'm sure the books have opened some doors for you.
They have. They've really, I've had people from places that I really didn't expect, but I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue writing to show the gospel in a lot of different ways and covered in a lot of different garments, but always pointing back to the cross. That's
great. Those 2 books again
are Redeeming Mrs. Doubtfire and The Big Bang and Bethlehem. And they're under J.B. Pennington on Amazon.
J.B. Pennington. If you'll go to the link today, we have up on SALUDANow. It will take you directly to Amazon, and you will see it there. Anything else you want to share today, Ms. J.B. Pennington?
Don't you like that?
I love it, yeah.
No, I think that's good. I just really want to spend the rest of my life spreading the gospel in any way I can.
And I love that because she's right from Saluda, reaching out to the world. And we appreciate you stopping by today.
Thank you.
And that is J.B. Pennington. We're going to end this segment. We'll be coming back with another segment. So stay tuned to Talking Tuesday, live from Migs here on your SALUDANow.